In this chapter, we will look at the major scale. We will learn how to build a major scale. Understand whole steps and half steps, and how the major scale uses the formula of whole steps and half steps. The major scale is one of the most commonly used scales in music. It is made of 7 individual notes plus an octave, which is the same pitch as the first note. Let's take a listen to the scale. First, play descending. Now, descending. The major scale uses a formula that will remain unchanged regardless of what note the scale begins on. The formula for the major scale is 2 whole steps followed by a half step. Then 3 more whole steps followed by 1 more half step. C major is used in this example to demonstrate the scale, as it only uses the white keys on the piano. Let's take a look at a diagram of a keyboard to make this clear. This diagram shows 1 octave of the C major scale on the keyboard. Every adjacent note on a keyboard is a half step. 2 half steps will equal 1 whole step. If I play a C on the piano, and the next is C sharp, this is a half step. If I repeat the same process and play C sharp, then play D, this is another half step. If I play C and then the next note I play is D, skipping over C sharp, this is a whole step. 2 half steps equal 1 whole step. So the distance from C to D is a whole step. Let's apply this to the major scale. Using the formula of the major scale, starting on C, we will skip over C sharp and then play D. We will do the same procedure from D, skipping over D sharp and playing E. As you can see, every note in the C major scale is separated by a black key on the keyboard except between E and F and B and C. This is important to remember, as these are the 2 half steps we spoke about earlier. The major scale formula will remain the same, even if we decide to expand the scale over many octaves. In this case, we will play the C major scale across 3 octaves. To recap, in this chapter we learned how to build a major scale, half steps and whole steps, the formula for creating a major scale, 2 whole steps followed by a half step, then 3 whole steps followed by another half step. The last note of the scale is the same pitch as the first note, but an octave higher.